Paul, let's talk about decanting for a moment,
Sure.
because there are certain wines, and we try to know them as what we call old world wines. So France, Spain, whatever that part of the world is, that need to be decanted, so poured into something else. So this is the classic decanter, but why does it make a difference?
So the thinking behind here is that A, you can get the whole bottle into the decanter.
Yeah. Look at how dusty that is.
That is, yeah.
That shows you how long it's been since I've used it.
So again, going to the fact that, yeah, we don't wait long after we open a bottle. You'll notice here it gets thinner. Yeah. Obviously, that's the concentrate aromas, and then up at the top, you'll notice that it's got a wider open up. That's so you can really get the air in contact with the wine that's at the bottom of the carafe.
Right. So I've got a couple of different decanters here. I got this one and this one, and this decanter, and this decanter. So what's the difference between using all of these?
So these two are the ones that you're gonna want to use, you know, especially for your more expensive bottles,
right?
Because they're structured specifically.
These are also the things that somebody gives you at Christmas or a wedding gift, and then they are like mine, where they just sit and gather dust somewhere, and you never use them. I think mainly because they're awkward to clean.
Yes, I agree.
So my decanters are ridiculously dusty. Because I don't like to use them, only because I don't want to clean them. But are they worthwhile?
For a more expensive wine, it makes a difference. If you have people that you're, I'm not going to say trying to impress, but that know a little something about wines, it's going to make a huge difference in the taste of the wine by the time you start to pour.
And how long do you need to let this in the decanter?
Minimum for heavier bodied reds, I would say half hours, like the minimal. 2 to 3 hours is not, not unheard of.
Can anything go wrong with decanter?
Yes. Good point. Thank you for bringing that up. I was just going to mention, there are certain styles of wines you have to be very careful. When a wine has gone to its peak, in other words, a wine that's maybe 15 to 20 to 25 years old, if you decant it too long, the wine will taste like water. It will evaporate. They are to be poured directly to the glass and enjoyed immediately.
20 years old. But if you buy, the Magnum or the box wine, which some of us has, if you take one of those and put that in a decanter, will that
make a difference?
Well, will you take a $9 bottle and make it taste like a $15 bottle just because you put it in the decanter several hours earlier?
Yeah, it'll make it. It'll bring the fruit out, it'll look fancier, and that's part of the thing too. When people say they don't know the price of the bottle, okay? You come out with this and you put it on the table, automatically most people will say, ooh, we're in for a treat.
Now, for those, so these are official decanters. These two are not official decanters. This is a water pitcher. This is a
flower pot.
Would pouring wine into these make a difference?
Sure. So
you can pour wine into a flower pot. And make a difference.
So you were just talking about box wine or less expensive wine. Yeah, that's what you're pouring those into.
What? But it's not that necessarily. Maybe it's all you have. But even if you've ended up with that $50, $70, $80 bottle of wine, and all you have is a flower pot and a water pitcher.
If you decide to put the $50 or $60 bottle, whatever, into here, because this is so wide, it's going to accelerate the amount of oxygen that's going to go into the wine. Hence, it will start to dissipate the aromas quicker. So, if you're going to do that with these type, half an hour to an hour max. And then you're going to want to get those into the glasses right away.
But is it still, even if all you have is a flower pitcher and a water pitcher, a flower pot and a water pitcher, and you've got a $50 bottle of wine, a half hour in this, is that better than...
Than not? Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%.